Why the Real Housewives of New Jersey needs to watch The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9. Welcome back to Number One Reality Junkie, where I take my reality TV junk and I just dump it right on you. Please make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to this channel. Now look, we all know or maybe we don't all know, the new Real Housewives of Potomac trailer for Season 9 has dropped as of yesterday, which was September 12th. And let me tell you something, it has YouTube and their internet buzzing. And I'll tell you why for a few reasons, but we're going to touch on a main reason that I feel like is really important. And we can't miss this. We cannot miss this. So allow me to explain. Now, look, since the newly dropped Real Housewives of Potomac trailer, I've been thinking, y'all. And with that, y'all see the thumbnail, why the Real Housewives of New Jersey should watch The Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, for those who are not familiar with what I'm referencing when it comes to The Real Housewives of New Jersey, the season has just wrapped and it was terrible. Terrible. In fact, they didn't even have a reunion. Basically, you had to be either Team Teresa or Team Melissa Gorga, and it just became unbearable and unwatchable to the viewers, and especially to those who have watched the show for so long. Y'all, I have been an avid watcher of Jersey for so long and so many years from the very beginning, and I have not found it as insufferable as it is now. And it's just been very difficult to deal with the dynamic between Teresa Giudice and Melissa Gorga, who are sister-in-laws. And they currently just do not get along, and it's causing strife among the cast, but it's also putting a damper on the show. So similarly with the Real Housewives of Potomac, they too have had a very contentious season. The past season, it was very tough to watch. The last few seasons actually have been very tough to watch. And similarly with Real Housewives of New Jersey, with Potomac, you had to be either Team Candiace Dillard Bassett or Team Giselle Bryant. And again, it's been very difficult and equally insufferable for the viewers to watch. But with the release of the Real Housewives of Potomac trailer, I believe that this will be a microscope into how potentially the Real Housewives of New Jersey will move forward. So let's get into specifics. With the Real Housewives of Potomac, the beef between Candiace and Giselle began around season 6. And then the beef has evolved throughout season 6, 7, and of course, season 8 last year. So the last season, you saw the groups divided, and again, similarly to Real Housewives of New Jersey. And the question came into play, how is this franchise going to move forward as an ensemble? It looked literally impossible. I felt that if they continued on this path, the franchise just may not be able to continue. And comparatively speaking, we have the same experience with Real Housewives of New Jersey. The divide between Teresa Giudice and Melissa Gorga was so bad, they literally couldn't even be in the same room with one another, thus forcing the decision to forego one of the most viewed episodes in a season of the Real Housewives franchise, which is the reunion. People who don't watch the episodes will watch the reunion, okay? And for the Real Housewives of New Jersey to forego their typical format for the reunion was really just spoke volumes. This year they had the reunion in the same place, but it was, again, Team Melissa Gorga and Team Teresa Giudice, or actually, I'm sorry. Well, I guess her last name is still Giudice. I know she's married now to Louis Ruelas. And then we have poor Dolores Catania just going back and forth between the rooms. I mean, she's definitely caught in the middle and is really showing herself to be Switzerland. But again, this is, I'm bringing this up because there are parallels with these two franchises. Okay. So trust me, I believe that this is where the Real Housewives of Potomac would have ended up had it not been for Candiace deciding to leave the show. Okay. Now, speaking of, just real quick, congratulations to Candiace and that bun in the oven. If you go to US Weekly magazine, she has a feature in there for her baby shower. She just had her baby shower, and it was this French theme. It was so beautiful, so cute, and I'm really so happy for Candiace and her husband, Chris. Chris, I do believe, has 3 children already. Candiace has none, so this will be her first child, and she is very excited. They're having a baby boy. So just, so much joy and love there. And obviously, that is the complete antithesis of what will be going on in the Real Housewives of Potomac. Had she stayed, I believe it would have just been, again, more drama and, again, the contentious energy, which would not be healthy for Candiace. And as you guys know, or for those who watched Potomac, we watched her IVF journey, the ebbs and flows of that. And it was a difficult journey for sure. Recently, actually, I believe 2 days ago, maybe, and I quote this from Reality T. There was a situation between Giselle Bryant and Chris, her husband, her being Candiace Dillard Bassett, where Giselle claimed that Chris, Candiace's husband, made her feel uncomfortable. Ever since then, it has been like World War III between the two. Now, Candiace is infamous for her reads and she's a wordsmith. She has the comebacks of a lifetime, and it just became so much hatred between Candiace and Giselle, to the point where they couldn't really be around each other without the energy of and without their energies affecting the entire group. So anyway, it just became too much. And Candiace, in this interview, back to the interview, she attributed her initial fail of her first IVF round to the stress that was caused because of what Giselle did. So maybe we'll touch on that down the road, but I want to keep this right now about the comparison between Potomac and New Jersey. So I'm bringing all of this up because, this, again, where Potomac was is now where New Jersey is. And right now they are going on hiatus. It's become to the point where I think someone is going to have to leave. And we don't think, I believe it's for the best that someone leaves. And what we can do is look at the model of Real Housewives of Potomac. We can see and look and see how this will pan out. Their season, which begins, their first episode for season 9 comes out October 6th. So make sure you guys are watching the show, because this is potentially how we can get Real Housewives of New Jersey back on the good foot. So again, just bringing it back to Jersey, I'm curious to know, because I did hear that Melissa, was saying that, she doesn't have to come back to the show. I want Melissa to stay. I love me some Melissa. Unfortunately, Teresa has been there from the very beginning, and it's not Teresa's show, but she is, the foundation of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Just like in Potomac, Giselle is the foundation of the Real Housewives of Potomac. But mainly the reason why I wanted to bring this up was because, in the trailer for Potomac, you see how even previously contentious relationships, contentious is my word today, how some of those relationships are now beginning to flourish with the absence of someone who does not like that particular person. And who I'm referring to is the relationship between Giselle Bryant and Dr. Wendy Asefo. Now, Dr. Wendy Asefo is close with Candiace Dillard Bassett. And now that Candiace is gone, per the trailer, it seems that Wendy and Giselle are becoming closer. I should say, I don't want to say really close. They've become closer. They actually are a part of the same sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, AKA. So they're both AKAs. And so it always, made me think like, man, like they can't get it together. They're sorority sisters, all of that, which, of course doesn't really mean much, but there's the attempt to want to do better because you guys are a part of the same organization. But it took Candiace leaving the show for the relationship to flourish. So again, likewise with Teresa and Melissa. If Melissa were to step down, will the relationship between them merge? Will some of these relationships and will the group just improve as a whole when you take out one person? What I don't like about removing someone, it makes them feel as if they were the problem when I don't think Melissa was the problem. I think there was just, unfortunately, there was a deeper issue, and it really is family rooted. So when you have a family rooted situation, it makes it very much more complicated than it just being, people that are put together for a reality TV show. So nonetheless, like I said, I'm just curious to hear what you guys think about this, because when I saw the trailer and I saw the relationships building, I saw that, things are kind of moving forward and moving on. Look, I'm saying all that to say, what do y'all think? Let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are. Do you think the similarities in the Real Housewives of Potomac and the Real Housewives of New Jersey can potentially help us navigate how these seasons are going to move forward? How can we navigate in these franchises with these difficult relationships without it becoming two teams, and recognizing that when it becomes two teams, somebody has got to go? So anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And I have just taken my reality TV junk and I just dumped it right on you. Y'all have a good one. Peace.